Okay, so I ordered a new playmat about a month and a half ago from Metamats, but being from Australia, it took a while for the package to arrive from the US, about a month and a half, but that's okay because patience is a virtue. I definitely didn't run out to check the mailbox at least once a day for the past month and a half waiting for my mat. Nope, not me. But I am kind of terrified by the fact that when the box did arrive, or when the package did arrive, it was kind of just sitting by the front door. Like, the postie hadn't even checked to see if anyone was home. They just left the box there. That's how packages are stolen. So I'm not really comfortable about that. But that isn't MetaMat's fault. That's just the post office, whatever. Anyway, today I'm gonna unbox my new mat because it's pretty special and show off its grandeur. But first, real quick, there was some new Metalfoes cards revealed, and I kind of want to go over them real quick. Metalfoes are probably in my top, definitely in my top 10 favorite decks of all time, maybe in my top 5, I'm not quite sure. I do really like Pendulum, like as a mechanic, it's my favorite mechanic, and I have experimented with a lot of different Metalfoes decks over the past couple years of playing the game. I've actually been working on a Metalfoes deck over the past week and a half. Eventually, once it's ready, I'll make a video showing the deck and like in the modern format and stuff like that, but I figured right now it's not quite there yet. But new cards. So Vanisher he's a fine one of tech. Maybe you play him a lot of people won't. You can't pendulum summon him, which sucks because they decided to focus like really heavily on lore. In case you weren't aware, he's supposed to have Agnamazud, the True King, Fire True King's effects. Except he targets cards you control, and it's split into two separate effects. I'm he he's average at best. It angers me that he can't pop set combinations because that's generally how the deck accrues advantage. However, his effect triggering on summon has really cool niche use with Metalfoes counter. So you're able to summon him off counter and banish up one of your opponent's cards on their turn. So that's really cool, which is why I think maybe you will see him played as a one-of tech. Melcaster is actually really cool. It's an instant 3-of because it's got the exact same scale effect, but it's like Bismugear, so it triggers when it's destroyed. It triggers if it's destroyed in the scale. It doesn't just have to be a monster, and it just adds you back a Metalfoes from your extra deck. So it kind of helps the deck play under the new Master Rule for, I guess, Pendulum rules. Uh, Being able to get a Metalfoes scale back to your hand, even if you can't scale it, you can still Pendulum summon it from your hand, so it doesn't need to be pen summoned from the extra deck. So I think that's really cool niche use. Some people are going to be angry that you can't like scale it or whatever, but like I think that's fine. I think just being able to add it back so you can pendulum summon it later so it's not completely dead is perfectly fine. And I think it's a really good card. The new fusion is fine, but it could have been a lot better. It's it's hard to not compare it to Mithrilium because it has a very similar effect, only less powerful. It's a pendulum, which is really cool. It's really fucking nice that they decided to print a pendulum fusion monster that isn't based off some stupid Odd Eyes or DDD card from the anime. He has a trigger effect on summon, means you can summon him on your opponent's turn with full Metalfoes fusion, and then trigger his effect to destroy a card. He also technically allows you to recur any pendulum monster. That isn't the most useful with Metalfoes monsters, however, I'm sure in a pendulum deck you could probably figure out some pendulum scales that you want to shuffle back from your extra deck into the deck, though it's not the best. He could have been a lot better. Now, the new Link Monster Amalgam is actually really nice, so I'm going with the assumption that we're not going to get Electromite back, as until it comes back, I'm just going to pretend it doesn't exist. That's kind of the easiest way to theory craft and deck build right now. His arrows pair really well with his effect, and even though it is quite neg, like you do neg quite a bit just to get him out to get those two extra things, however, once you do, you're able to pen summon 3 from the extra deck instead of just 1 or like just 2. It sucks that he takes only Metalfoes monsters as material instead of like a monster and a Metalfoes monster. Ideally, you'd be able to use Link Spider and Link Spider summoning a vanilla Metalfoes to make the Metalfoes Link monster, but that doesn't exist. We got Amalgam. I'm going to make the best use out of Amalgam that I can. His equip onto a monster to give it 1,000 attack effect is nearly completely irrelevant. He's very similar to the Shadow Fusion monster, which I have played the Shadow Fusion monster in pure Shadow decks. It's really good. It just sucks to summon. Definitely a one-of in the extra deck because you can recycle it with Mithrilium if you want for whatever reason. However, he'll sit nicely in the grave for the entire game. Now, Parametalfoes Fusion is also really nice. You wouldn't play more than one because it's searchable of everything, which is really cool. But it's a nice new fusion spell. This spell is really, really cool because it lets you move Metalfoes cards from your face-up extra deck to your graveyard, which fuels your Mithrilium, I guess. The deck kind of struggles to put Metalfoes cards in the grave for Mithrilium sometimes, unless you like pop 2 combination or something. But yeah, the fusion spell is really nice. Based on how you look at it, you can look at it from the perspective that it actually means you're able to fusion summon with effectively one material. Overall, these cards are going to be extremely fun to test with. However, they aren't perfect. There is one big gripe I have with a lot of them. Everything that can target fucking targets, and everything has to destroy face-up cards you control. There isn't a single card here that just has its standard effect that lets you destroy a set combination. Why, Konami? I don't want to have to open Magician Souls anymore. The deck's only in-theme out to a Borreload Dragon is equipping Amalgam to a Metalfoes monster with more than 2500 attack and beating over it. If you ignore Super Poly for Crimsonite like a normal person. 2021 support everything targets. Why? Doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, so that's all I had to say about the new Metalfoes cards. I will leave the YGOrganization link in the description to the page with the cards and all the card text if you want to read them yourself. That'll be really cool. Anyway, with that done, let's get right onto the unboxing. Okay, so here's the package. It's a bit bigger than I was expecting, but I'm super excited to just get into this. So I'm just going to open it real quick, and I'll probably cut to when the box is open. Ooh. Some of you may know what this is, but it's pretty cool. Now, hopefully you can see this pretty well. The lighting may not be that good, but in case you can't, it's one of the Metamats Shadol limited edition black boxes. I was very lucky to be able to get one. They sold out in 7 minutes. I was on the ball. It was like, they went live at like 1 a.m. my time, which is Western Australian time. And I was refreshing the page for like 20 minutes, I swear, because I really didn't want to miss out. They ended up selling out of all of them, like 110 of the different ones in about 7 minutes. So, I had to be really on the ball. I'm really happy I was able to get one. And this box looks fucking amazing. It's bigger than I was expecting, but I'm perfectly fine with that. Ho ho ho. Wow, the door is bigger. Okay. Oh shit, they actually gave me a mat too. Awesome. So a lot of YouTubers have shown this box off in the past, but I guess I'll go through everything real quick too. So we got these amazing construct sleeves. This is really cool. I think there's 50 in here. It's a shame that it's not 60, even if like not for a main deck or anything. Just so I could have 4 like even extra decks all sleeved in these, like 4. Yep. Wish there was 60, I guess. So I got some cool a cool pin, I guess. I'm not really a huge fan of pins, but like, I mean, it's a cool thing to just have, I guess. Rose gold, Shadol Construct Field Center. It's all the same art. Some people have complained about that, but like, I'm perfectly fine with it. I think it looks really cool. Oh my god, this is so cool. Big ass sticker. I'm not gonna put this on anything. Oh, we got some dice in here. Man, the dice for this are so nice. I love the dice. Sorry if I'm just like kind of talking about how nice everything is. It's in my big 3, my 3 favorite archetypes of all time. It's Burning Abyss, Shadol, and Noble Knights. So, like, obviously I had to get this, and I know the artist is working on a Burning Abyss box, Amanda Palm. So I'm going to be trying to get that, like, as soon as that's live. I think it goes live in early November. Oh, these dice are fucking heavy. Holy shit, I wasn't expecting that. So I guess I'll take one out of the little plastic thing. Right, so I don't know how well you can see that. The camera isn't the best, but man, it's just a dice. Like, it's got all of the different original Shadol monsters artworks on it to kind of represent the level. So Hedgehog is 3, Falco's 2, that's Squamata at 4, Beast at 5, obviously, and then Shadol Fusion at 1, and Constructors the 6. Like, oh my god, it looks really cool. Really cool. And then finally, I guess, the main event. Oh, it feels so fucking nice, dude. It feels so nice. Just a plain old bag, I guess. Okay, so this is the top half. I don't know how zoomed out or zoomed in this is. Okay, so this is one side of it. It looks so nice. Oh my god. And then the other side is the wind of that. This is the single player one. It feels so nice. It's so cool. Getting new cloth playmats is always the best feeling ever. I'm so happy with this. Um, yeah, I guess it's going to be really nice to play a Shadol deck on this, and I'm probably going to have to play Shadol at locals this week so I can play Shadol on this really, really fucking awesome mat. It looks a lot better in person than I was expecting, but man, I don't even know which side I'm going to play on. Yeah, I guess I'll just lay everything out. I'm not going to do anything more, like, extra in this video, because I think, like, it's kind of, like, I don't want it to be too long, but I just wanted to show this, just showcase this. I don't know how many people in Australia were able to actually get one of these, but I can't imagine it would be too many, especially over east when, in the eastern states, it would have been like 3 a.m. in the morning when they dropped. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like on the video, and subscribe to the channel if you want more content. I'll post a deck profile, or at least a deck kind of theory video later on this week after locals. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this one. I'll see you next time.